Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What's up?
Yo, yo.
Hello.
Hey, world, what's going on? Let me turn this music down a little bit. We having fun.
All right. That's
There we
pretty
go.
good, I think. That's pretty good volume now.
That's good right there. So what's up? What's up, world? What's up? What's up?
going on?
Hey, Dan, what's happening?
I washed 3 dogs this weekend,
that-
and I'm tired.
You
I
know what,
literally
man?
did. Man, who would have thought that washing dogs would take so much out of you? I know. It's because I'm old.
Hey, man. You know,
How you doing, Mike?
we had dinner with some friends last night, and man, we had a long ass talk about animals. Like I've never had a pet, so
Oh, we gotta get you a little hamster.
yeah, I've never had anything. I've never had a goldfish or anything, man. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so
Well, I got my family. I got a Rottweiler, a Cockapoo, and a Springer Spaniel. So smorgasbord of animals. I got big, medium, and small, but not mini and not gigantic. Mini is like Chihuahuas, and gigantic's like bull mastiffs.
oh, cool. So, man, we got a couple of people in the chat, man. Let's go down the line here and say what's up, man, to Mr. Andy McDandy. What's going on, yo?
What's up,
We
Andy?
got Mr. My Family, yo. I already talked to you, so you know, be on the lookout, baby.
Yep. What's up, my family?
Let's see who we're.
We got Chosen One up on the screen.
So we got Chosen. Oh, is he still on the screen? I
Yeah.
ain't took him off yet. Okay.
That's
So we
okay.
got
We
Devil
like him.
here. We got Chosen. You took him off?
No.
Okay,
No, we
it's still
can't.
up there, dude. Okay, let's have my family
Yeah.
one more time. Who else is here? Oh, Parasite,
What's up,
Goofy. What's
Parasite?
going on?
What's going on?
And we got Brooklyn Menace. What's happening? Brooklyn Menace in the house.
What's going
Beautiful
on,
ones in the
Brooklyn?
other room. What's happening? Frank D. What's going on, Frank D? So what's going on, everybody, man? We're glad you guys came through. So we got 15 in the chat. So that's what's up, man. What's good to see all the people out here, man. So look. How was your weekend, everybody, man? Let us know how your weekends were. You know what I'm saying? I know it's winding down a little bit now, depending on where you're watching us at. You know, we got some people in other countries, people on different coasts. So depending on what you're doing, man, let us know how your weekend went. It'd be cool.
That sounds like an adorable puppy. A pug and a Doberman mix.
Oh,
That's
what?
adorable. Yeah.
A pug and a Doberman?
I don't know how you make that dog very carefully.
It sounds like something somebody did with a syringe. That's how it's supposed to for the hell of it, dog.
But so I had a husky, like a Siberian husky and a Rottweiler, and I came home one day and they were together, like stuck together. That's how when animals try to make babies, they like swell up and they can't separate from each other for like a half hour to make sure that the deed gets done. And I was like, they're trying to go opposite ways, but they're still connected.
Oh my God. Hey, my family,
But
let me know how you
yeah,
like the mini pen.
that's
I
a fun
actually been
story.
looking at a mini pen, man. So let me know. It says 1981 is all I can say. NGK face red. We'll get to you later, punk. We'll get to you later. That's part of
She
our,
sounds like a sweetie.
of the stuff that's on our doggone thing, man. We gonna get to that in the first segment, Lord. Uh,
You want to get right into it?
nah, we gonna get to it second. That shit
All
right
right.
there, it blew my mind. But we can go into it, man. Let's go.
Well,
Let's go.
well,
Let's
okay.
go. Let's go. Let's hit.
We
Let's hit.
always we always go off the rails a little bit afterward. What do we got here from
So it's a Goofy says she's a sweetie. Okay. So what's it? What Frank D talking about? It
yeah,
says,
that's a big old paragraph there.
yeah. Well, let's see what he got to say because I can't see it on my screen that I need to be seeing it on because
And
whatever.
Friday,
Says not bad. Had a Friday. I was goes.
Nothing like going to the registry motor vehicle.
Man, we had a big IMG did a big gaming event here
Oh, really?
this weekend, yeah, for free actually. They did this thing and they gave away a ton of crap too, and they gave away like Xboxes, Xbox Series X's, PS5s. They gave away Steam Decks. They gave away a bunch of stuff this weekend here in Atlanta. But I got a feeling, man, it was hosted by the U.S. Army, so if in the 17 and up. So I really feel like it's like a recruiting thing other than just a gaming thing. It's like they're using games to like recruit.
Yeah.
You know, it's just getting, to be so technical or whatever. It's kind of cool.
Yep. That's hilarious that you just
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't
Because
get
they're good with those drones.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Yes,
What is it? Oh, the
made
dog.
me sad. No,
Oh,
not
I'm
about the
sorry.
dogs. About the government going and hiring young lads to
Oh, yeah, we're not gonna
learn
talk
how to fight.
We'll get with that. But so we're talking about Arcade One Up. So for everybody out there, okay, I finally got it. Last week I felt stupid because last week was a holiday, and I went to the store and didn't understand why all the stores were closed, and I pulled up and everything was closed. So this week we finally got. Hey, what's going on, Ralphie? We finally got the deluxe cab. We picked up the class of 1981, class of 81. And yo, I got pictures, so let's throw a couple pictures on here. I'm gonna go up to here, and I'm
Let's
throwing
check
here.
her out.
Let's see where are we at? Okay, so I'm gonna push this over here, and there's.
Look at that little sexy beast. I do like the angle of the screen a lot better.
Let's see if we can get a better picture here. Yeah, that's a better picture right there.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I like it. It's the angle of the screen is cool. It actually really makes sense when you're playing it, man. But it's freaky when you get it because it's literally
Just seems weird.
yeah, because
It's like the same direction as the control panel.
the control is one piece.
Oh, it is all one piece?
Yeah, when you take it out, the pack is one piece and it's just flat. It's straight. It's weird. It's weird the way it comes out because I've never seen it like that before. So it was hella weird to do that like that. So the problem I had with this thing, we'll get back to that. So everybody talks about the marquee, man. The marquee is sharp.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice there.
It is sharp.
The black
it is
looks
razor.
Your camera
sharp.
did a good job of picking that up, surprisingly.
Well, that was my phone, so
kudos to your Android phone if that's what it is.
Yeah, it is. And then this is my B Kong $8 mod that he did. Hey, dude, big props to B Kong out there. Hey, man, if you're watching, big props to you and to DIY. What's that? The DIY store, for the DIY retro.
Yep.
Yo, big props to them too because I watched his show. I watched the video that he did. I immediately went online. I ordered the kit that they kind of had already pre-assembled. It was like $6. By the time I added in the LEDs, added in the holders and everything, I was at like $8. Dude, the stuff came in 2 days. By the time I got ready to assemble the thing, all the stuff was here. So I actually
that's like perfect. That never happens for me.
Dude, it was
comes together. Well, I shouldn't say that. I had a computer that I bought all the parts, and it did come all the same day. I was surprised by that. Only one out of many I've built, but it was just satisfying.
Yeah, dude, it was
Lots of dopamine that day.
it was crazy because I actually was able to pause the assembly,
Mm-hmm.
and when I paused the assembly, I was able to do the mod while I was building it. I didn't have to take it apart or anything, so I actually stopped. It took like I didn't read shit. I didn't read none of the stuff that B Kong said. It not offense, not saying it was that I wasn't.
No, it was just that easy. You
It
could
was
just do
that
it.
easy. Like I literally just put it together, and it was kind of just by the stroke of luck. I hooked both terminals up backwards, so when I plugged it up to the wall to do the test, and nothing worked. So I literally just took them off and I shot the shit out myself because I remember straight plugged in to 120. I had to, I flipped it.
At least it wasn't too.
And I live with 240. I'd be peeing on myself. But I swapped them around, and both of them worked. Man, it's like I unplugged. I put them in. My wife.
Hollywood Polo just joined in the chat right when you said that. I think. What's up, Hollywood Polo? He's like, I'm peeing myself. We're talking about getting electric shock.
Yeah. So it was cool, man. I really love it. So honestly, if you guys see the thumbnail for the show today, I said something about the things I hate, the things I like and I hate about this thing. Question before I go into a rant: is there anything you wanna ask about it?
Well, yeah. Like, how long did it take you to assemble it?
Okay, that's part of my rant.
Oh, okay. Well, we can wait. Let me hit on some of the sensitive spots then. Now, like, how did you think that like it made sense the way it was packaged and stuff? Like,
dude,
or was it kind of like a pain in the ass?
Let me do this right. Let me go back to here.
But you can just go ahead and get into it because I'm more interested in what you got.
Realistically, this was the heaviest freaking arcade one-up that I've ever
Really,
had.
it was.
Dude, it was heavier than my Blitz.
I wonder what the package weight was. I know you don't probably have it.
I got it in the box in there, but I haven't looked at it. So
yeah, you'd have to go look on the box.
Yeah, it was heavy as shit. I mean, and it's smaller.
Yeah,
it's like people are saying it actually
has less
is smaller.
panels, I think, right? Less panels and less boxes inside the box.
A lot less panels.
Yeah.
What's it? 350 would be the end. Hey, you know what's funny, Parasite? I'm not just saying this right here. I don't mean to cut you short. I deal with 750 volts every day.
Well, be careful.
Yeah, man. So 750 volts every day.
Be careful.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah,
but
I'm kind of upset about the whole pinball FX. Not to jump on the.
Yeah, we'll get there. But no, it's not top heavy. It's very much balanced. The box was cool. It's heavy as shit. And it's funny because I think the length of the old boxes kind of distributed the weight out a little bit better, so it didn't feel as heavy. But it felt like a very compact, heavy product. It was a little bit harder to move than. It's funny, you would think that it would be easier to move, but it felt like it was harder to move than the bigger boxes. But assembly was a bitch. I don't care. The overall spectrum of the cab is well thought out. I think that it was well thought out. I think that it's a beautiful product, that it goes together well. The problem that you have is that they changed their screws. Very small thing. You would probably be like, Mike, I don't know why in the hell you're what's going on? Hey Brad, what's happening? You probably will be like, why in the hell are you complaining about the screws? But they made the holes smaller.
Okay.
And the pre-tapped holes smaller. So when you get ready to like put the screws in and in the way if you follow the instructions, which you have to follow the instructions for this thing. You can't go out of place like you did with the older cabs. Like you
can't pull the Kongs and just.
Yeah,
he says parts left over. He had like a little bin.
Yeah, I know how to do this 15 times. I've done this several times, and I can do it. You can't do it with this one. So, they either need to put make the screws more like a self-tapping screw with a point on them, or they need to change the way they need to make the holes just like a micron of a millimeter bigger, because they don't go in there, and you can't use a drill with this.
Purpose.
Well, the way they did the screws, you can't use a drill. You know how they always say, "Don't use a drill." You get it. Don't use a drill.
I always use
a screwdriver. You can't really use a drill with this one.
I always use a drill.
dude, it's so hard.
I just turned it down to the lowest torque setting. So
It's not about the torque. It's the fact that usually, you know how when you have your pre-tap screws on all the rest of them, you put them in there, you can just run them and they go. On this one, they won't go. They literally, you have to press. It's the weird way you have to go in there.
Oh, you have to like, and if you press down with the drill, you'll probably just like do it too
pops.
fast. Yeah,
Yeah, it pops and it's crazy. It's like like I said, I'm a mechanic, so I use these tools all the time, and I felt like this, like using I use the impact at low speed, so I use a Milwaukee 18 volt.
Oh, well, dude, you're using an impact drill. You're supposed to use like a little mommy and poppy, like home drill, not an impact drill.
I mean, it's just a regular drill. It's just not a drill. It's
hold on. Okay, you can talk to everybody for a second.
All right, so yeah, that was my only problem. It was just the fact that I didn't like the screws. After putting all the screws in, it seemed like everything kind of went good. We had to, you're gonna need two people at some point in time, maybe, to make it. If you had two people on you, it would make it a little bit easier to put this thing together. So I encourage you, if you get any one of the deluxe cabs, that you have somebody on hand, and just to help you out a little bit. But after it was assembled, after you put the braces and brackets on, it was cool. It was all right. It plays well. It lights up well. Oh, did you go get a drill?
Oh no, I'm proving a point.
So go ahead.
So there's a huge difference between an impact drill and a normal drill, and I have just crappy consumer ones here.
Yeah,
but there's still a huge difference. So here's a drill that you drill like crap in. It's just a crappy drill. It has like a 1 and a 2 setting and then a torque setting on this as well.
Yeah.
And then you have a torque drill and it's short and stubby like that.
Yes.
Because it's like the power of this thing is way different.
But mine has settings.
You can even hear the difference. This is like a Dodge Challenger. This is a Honda Civic. That's the difference. But yeah.
I guess if I didn't use
don't use this to drill in your. This is an impact drill.
But I like the snuggy duggy on the very end of the side ones.
Well, then I could show you something else. I have a Dremel-based device that I use from computer building. That's just like it looks like a dildo. If I'm being honest.
Oh my god!
It just like a straight tube, and it's like rubbery. And then it has a torque setting on the bottom, and that works great. I can put all different bits in it. I use that to build like IKEA furniture and stuff. That cool. Thing, it's a really good drill for that. And the impact setting is so low, it won't harm anything because it's made for electronics.
You know what's crazy? I actually have something like that from Milwaukee too, and I just didn't use it.
Oh, see,
I was lazy.
The right tool for the right job.
Hey, it usually works. And it's funny. I mean, it works. It's just the angles of how you got to put this thing together. Trust me, if anybody out there has a deluxe cab, you'll understand what I'm saying. It actually was easier to put together with a screwdriver than anything else I've ever done before. I couldn't believe it or not. I'm not even gonna argue with that one this time. It was.
And if you do want to buy professional tools, don't buy the tools I just showed you. Buy the brand that Mike was talking about, Milwaukee.
Yeah. Hold up. I can actually hold up. I'm gonna show you what I put mine together with. You give me a second.
I bet you any money this is probably like a $300 Milwaukee drill that is like made to like you could probably like take the tires off your car with that thing. Like, you're not supposed to be able to do that with the drill that you would use on particle board. Or MDF. I don't even know what that cab's made out of. Oh, we're going to have to be like, you got to cut it in half. Tell us. Oh, man. The last thing that popped. Why is that still up on the screen? Let's remove that. We don't need to. There was a dildo on the screen for a long time.
Okay. So...
Oh my gosh, it's even super stubby, man. It's like super impact. Look, it even turned his wrist when he hit the switch. Did you see that? That's how much torque that thing has.
I can turn it down. I can adjust the torque.
Oh, bullshit. No, you could turn it to the lowest setting. You could still use that thing to power a go-kart.
I had, hey, but you know, it's like, and I actually, that's the 18 volt. I have a set of 12s, and I didn't use them. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I told my wife I was gonna give the whole set of 12 volts to her, so she'll have her own tool set.
Yeah. Well, the Milwaukee makes a pretty good, like, that's the set that I know a lot of professionals will use. A lot of the guys that have come down work on my house, and my father-in-law, he's a contractor and does that stuff, and he uses Milwaukee. Because I was like, hey, what brand do you? And he told me, and then I looked at the prices, and I was like, I think I'll go with Rigid this time. Because, which is cool, because Rigid's made in the United States.
Do you see this right here? He said he literally owns every tool available with the exception of the ones I borrowed and forgotten to return. Yes, I have a lot of freaking, but it's not. And you know what's crazy is that I don't just have one of everything. I have like 3 of everything.
That's awesome.
Because I have toolboxes. I have a toolbox in my. I have like multiple tool bags in my truck that I try.
But you just use that one drill for every task, then?
No.
I'm just teasing.
It was the first one. I literally already had it up here, up on the second floor.
I believe you do have every tool. Though I only have like those 2 drills and a saw and a miter saw. That's about, and a sawzall.
I agree. Actually, hold
no,
up.
Royalties are pretty decent.
Goofy. I got something to break for you.
They're not made in America, though.
Ryobi and Milwaukee and a couple of these other companies are all owned by the same company.
Yes, because I looked that up. Their parent company is the same. Ryobi's. So this is totally
I actually have. Now. If I go in my wallet right now, because I buy so much of their stuff, I get invited to the Milwaukee festival.
And they make that stuff in the United States.
Year. Yeah, they do.
Yep.
A lot of it
Rigid in the United States as well.
And Rigid's another company they own. So Rigid,
Ryobi is owned by the same company that owns Rigid, but Rigid and Ryobi are owned by the same parent.
And Milwaukee,
company.
Same company.
And Milwaukee, okay.
And Milwaukee.
But it's kind of, but I don't mind that because they have building factories here in the U.S. So like Milwaukee has building factories here in the U.S. The only one that doesn't is Ryobi. But that's why their tools are a little bit cheaper because they're made overseas, just so lower cost of.
Well, Ryobi has if anybody uses my Ryobi, I don't have anything against Ryobi.
So he knows all about it. He knows more than I do.
I like the fact that Ryobi.
I just did a little bit of research when I was.
Everybody went to the one battery system. So depending on whatever manufacturer you have the one battery system. I like Ryobi for the simple fact if you aren't a hardcore tool person, but you need to buy a disposable tool.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that Ryobi actually gives you levels of tools. So Ryobi has a lot of entry level stuff all the way up to almost what they call prosumer tools. So they're pretty good. Now Milwaukee is hit or miss. Most of their stuff is pretty good. I like DeWalt. DeWalt is still cool. DeWalt, they kind of got to me when they started changing the voltage, man. Like this was the 20
lots of people have been
20.5 20 volt amp, 20 volt battery.
Makita's a good company, but they're a bit overpriced.
Makita's excellent. I have a drill. My very first drill I ever got was from my dad when I was 13 years old. It was a cordless Makita, and to this day it works.
Nice.
And it was old when he gave it to me.
Yeah, I know somebody that used to use them, and then something bad happened, and they never went back, and they switched to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So that's what sometimes those craftsmen will do. They'll find like a tool and they'll use it, and then they'll find that that gives them some weird problem. They never go back.
Yeah. So let's go back. I went out and talked in the tools about assembly. So my experience with this deluxe cab, I really like it. I think that look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be impossible for Arcade One Up to go backwards on this one. They just need to throw. They need to throw all of the other stuff. I mean, sell it out, get rid of it. Change up the die process. Change up the factories. Everything that you make from here on out needs to be a form of a deluxe cab. It just needs to. It just needs to be. Yeah. It feels better. It moves better. Mm-hmm. I like the way it looks better. I didn't like the assembly, but I think it'll get easier in time. But it wasn't so hard that I like stopped. You know what I'm saying? It was just it was like it was different. Let's put it like that. It was different. We say the best cordless drill I own is my place. Yo, okay, all right, I like that.
Tool Bros show every Sunday. I love it.
So I mean,
Well, most of us are homeowners now at our age, so and you kind of have to buy that crap. But we have actually some seasoned professionals in here too, like Mike and Goofy Foot. So
yeah, like a lot of guys are tradesmen, so we're tradesmen, but
I've
by
only
trade.
done. I used to do siding and I did roofing a long time ago, but I never did any of those things for long enough that I would actually. I could do it by myself, but would I probably skip a step? Probably.
I know probably everybody just probably saw my eyes like buck out. Something just fell. Something just fell on my setup, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" It's like I
Like,
have my Govee lights that go behind my monitor just fell. I was like,
I
"What do
agree
you?"
with Goofy Foot. I've had all those batteries I have been lasting pretty good. So for the price, I mean, as I'm not using them as a professional in and day out. I probably use them once or twice a month, and they've held up for years for me now. But I keep most of my stuff pretty in good shape until I let my wife use it.
Yeah. Hey man, hey Goofy, if you haven't noticed, man, the price of batteries is going ridiculous.
Oh
They're,
yeah, man!
they're
I
ridiculous.
saw. I bought a stupid. One of the best tools you can ever buy is a multi-tool. That thing that like vibrates really fast that you can put a
Yeah, the
blade on
isolator
it.
too. It's an
Yeah,
isolator.
that thing is like whoever invented that. Thank you, because
Dude,
like that thing is awesome. I love it.
my favorite tool in my toolbox is a rigid isolator. It's a tool called the Pro Max. They made a tool for a couple of years that actually it's a motor. It's a very high torquey motor. It has different speeds on it, and and it has a head system, so you can literally change it into a saw, a drill, an oscillator, a
That's pretty cool. I
jigsaw.
have like the poor man's version of that by Rigid.
Dude, yeah,
You
I
can
mean
only
that's what
put
it is. The
blades
original.
on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you
So,
can only put blades on mine.
oh
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
set to only do the blades that vibrate,
Dude,
but
but
it will
they
let you
don't
do
sell it
a bunch of
anymore.
them.
I don't know why they didn't sell it.
Hmm.
My God, it was the most awesome tool. I thought I lost it, you know what? I've never tripped out about any of the tool. If anybody ever stole it, lost it, if Eric came to my house and never returned it, I never tripped on it because I knew I could go get it again.
Yeah.
When I couldn't find this tool, and I had a major project coming up, and I was like, I didn't want to pack a lot of stuff, so I could pack a bunch of these 12-volt batteries, and I could just the high output 4 amp 12-volt batteries, and I can just put all the heads in there, and I got blades for this, and I got different stuff for that. Impact, and I can pretty much take my whole tool set and pare it down to something a lot smaller,
That's
just to
cool.
go do this job. Because I think I had to put it on my back to go up something up on the ladder about 40 feet on this mezzanine platform. And
He's like,
man,
here, this is the only tool I need. I wish it would have been a dildo. That would have been funny from our previous conversation.
he's stupid. He's stupid.
I don't have dildos in my drawers, everybody. Sorry. I am stupid.
I'm not gonna say that. That would have been mean. I'm not.
You're fine. I don't have. What's up, console fanboy?
What's up, man? So
have you ever welded? Going back to Parasite Eve's thing, I don't know how to weld.
yes, I
I'm
have
aware
a
of
welder.
it. I've
I have a
done.
welder.
I've done. What is it? MIG welding, where it feeds it,
Yeah,
and you
I do
just
MIG.
push
I
it
do
to
MIG,
the.
TIG, and stick. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
like I've done that, but that's super basic, like consumer nonsense to like fix the bottom of my Jeep back in the day.
Yeah,
But
well,
that's all I've ever done.
I keep about 40 to 60 pounds of gas at my house at all times. I have my welder set up. I got a welding table.
Shoot.
I got all
Nice.
stuff, man. I got chop saws. I got metal saws. I have,
Look at you, you fancy schmancy man.
dude.
So do you know electrical too? Then
Yeah, pretty
see,
much. I'm pretty
come
good.
build my house for me when I build one.
I mean, but it's just this is what I've been doing for 20 years. I don't,
You can retire off building my house.
I got to build my own new house first, but we can build them
I know.
together. How about that? I
All
got
right.
enough land. You can come build beside me.
All
Move
right,
together.
sweet.
He said MGK for the win. Hey man, it's funny because I do all this stuff and I don't,
'Cause
Dan, you
he's a
get
master.
on me because you said something about it. I'm kind of a perfectionist, but it seems to me like nothing is ever all the way right. I always have something that I feel like I can do better, or I could do a little. I'm always experimenting on how to do stuff better and build it better, smaller, more compact, stronger. Like I was supposed to make, who was it? Who's I supposed to make it for? UAG. So
UAG.
UAG, when he was doing his pinball, a lot of us had these SSFs. So I was making cages for SSFs that could be mounted, bottom mounted up under the
Hmm.
computers for up under the pinball machine, so a lot of people wouldn't have to gut their machines, all this other stuff, and you wouldn't see it. It was such low profile that only thing you had to do is drill in 4 holes, and you could just mount it, and then it would be right there, and you would just have to like run your power line down the back and
I
everything.
just shared Eric's message.
What did he say?
He says, I've been trying to figure out who can weld my exhaust back together. And one podcast episode later, I found him.
And I'm right around the corner, huh?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm right around the corner. I'm charging for gas.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
that stuff actually is probably not cheap right now.
Yeah, man, that stuff's
Seems like
hot.
all that stuff is expensive right now.
Yeah, so. But let's so this
So we can. That was a good tool / arcade 1-up talk.
yeah. So in Infinity, he says, charge what? Charge
Charge
these.
these.
Okay. Okay. But if anybody else hasn't done it yet, if you haven't got your deluxe cab, man, I saw Papa Brad when I actually went to the store and I saw the same thing he saw. They didn't have all of them. They only had the Pac-Man. I mean the not the Pac-Man, but the Mortal Kombat and the what was the third one? It was Mortal Kombat Class 81 and what was the other one? Mortal Kombat Class 81 and what was the other?
I'm having a brain fart too, so you keep asking me, but it's not coming.
Oh my god! So I apologize, y'all. My
Class of 81, Mortal Kombat, and
well, somebody
Super
give-
Mario Brothers. I don't know. Was it the third one?
Please.
It wasn't Miss Pac-Man, was it?
No, that was the Class 81.
Pac-Man? Was it just normal Pac-Man?
Yes, I think it was it. I think
Is
it
it
was.
normal Pac-Man?
Yeah.
When you're from Cheaplandia. Well, see,
You have
I
to-
just
Yes.
wait until I need the tool and then I go buy it and then I use it and then I never use it again.
But you have it.
Yeah, just like those 2 drills. And sometimes I go to the store and it's like, oh, you can get these 2 drills and these 2 batteries for $100 right now because it's Father's Day. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I could use 2 more batteries.
Hey.
And now I have 2 more drills because it's cheaper to get the batteries in the bundles than it is to buy them outright. I don't know.
Yes.
Anyways.
So let's get ready to move on. So
I
hey,
feel like
hey,
I'm Royby representing here.
Ryobi.
Ryobi, whatever.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
we're kind of
repping
off.
them with
My
the color.
green's better. Yeah, this is piss
Yeah.
green. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't like the Ryobi green. I like the tool. I don't like the color, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So guys, if you guys, like I said, if you didn't notice, for this, I tell everybody this: look at our cons, go to DIY Retro. If you want to do the mod for the coin doors, pick them up. It's less than $10, man. It takes 5 minutes to install. Look, I use hot glue on mine to hold
I
them in
just
place.
hired my kids to stand inside the cabinet with a flashlight.
Crazy. Only you.
We're like, I'm gonna play this for a little bit, kids. We have family coming over. Get in the cabin.
You're such a slave driver. You're
Yeah.
such a slave driver. But guys, let's move on to the next subject. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Like the lights.
So, we actually
Steam
have
Deckers.
what the heck has happened here?
Steam Decks.
Steam Deck news. Steam Deck news. No, I had something happen to my PC. You know, so I
Aw,
was
you know what it is? It said I'm not really a Steam Deck, so I can't be that cool anymore.
Yeah. So,
Are you okay? You're still here with us.
yeah, I'm here. I'm here. So, I'm good.
Your PC.
So Steam Deck stuff. What's good on your front? Hey man, so I saw you was cutting back on some of the info you was gonna be doing. Hey man, I'm gonna say this, and it's not because you're my partner, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw a thing that a couple of other Steam Deck content creators did, and they didn't. And, you know, people say, Mike, well, they have the right to do whatever they want to do.
yeah.
I know that they didn't reach out to you, and I think that out of all the people they probably should have reached out to, looking at their content, it was like 6 or 7 content creators that they got together and they offer like the best of what they thought about certain things or certain accessories you should have with a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Man, they really should have called you, man. They really should have called you, bro. I kind of felt bad that they didn't because I was like, man, you have had almost every good accessory for a Steam Deck, and
Yeah.
you have more you show more games on the Steam Deck than anybody else. Period.
Yeah.
And I think that they should have done it, but hey, that's what you get. You get quality over here. So hey, man, you guys understand
Well, I
quality lives here.
appreciate that, man. And no, I'm not wearing. This is my endless one up hockey jersey I made. This thing's pimp. I love it.
It is pimp, man. It's pimp sauce.
That's right. I picked all the
Pimp sauce.
colors out and the way it would look and everything. I did a really good job. Got the
You
sweet
did?
number. Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to design it
So,
yourself. If you go to their
What's the
website,
significance of the 42?
oh, it's the answer to everything, man.
Okay.
Have they
All
ever
right.
watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I have.
Yeah, so
I
that's
have.
where the 42 comes from.
Okay, I have. I kind of feel stupid now to ask that though.
No, it's but still, look, it even says.
But so let's talk. Let's just get on track. So arcade, the Steam Deck stuff. So I'm still in production. I got to get off my lazy ass to actually to do this video that I shot while I did my Steam Deck build. Hey, Steam Deck has some major updates, guys. Hey, you guys got to pay attention. They got some major updates. So looks like they're going to be including a lot of the emulators built into Steam Deck now. So if you guys don't want to run, if you don't want to run EMU Deck, then there's going to be, you have options to run standalone emulators. So that's a great thing right there. I finally turned off my SMP, and oh my God, it actually works. Although I will say this, I think turning off SMP broke my Mario Kart. So he says, is it so for non-gamers like myself? What is a Steam Deck, and should I invest in one? Okay, a Steam Deck. I'll let you answer this, Dan, because this is your thing. You know way more.
I mean, it's so if you've probably seen a Nintendo Switch, so it's similar that it's a handheld item that you can also dock and then play it on a television. You can use an Xbox controller, a PlayStation controller to Bluetooth to it. And what it is it's just a handheld device that uses this web-based software called
It's a computer.
Steam. It is. No, it's not just a computer. It's a gaming device. It's a console.
But it's a handheld gaming computer.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's not a Mac, though. Or it's not like my PC, so...
Unless you run
Linux.
Windows.
Well, I guess.
I mean, I wasn't trying to throw you up on the bus in there. Like, this is because so many people...
It's a PC that you can hold in your hands. There you go. Why didn't you just explain it then? You're such
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
So, the way I look at it is that it's a PC.
Yep.
It's running Linux-based PC that runs natively the Linux-based Steam OS. Then Steam is the biggest catalog or repository of gaming, PC gaming that you can buy, the biggest marketplace for PC gaming. And they actually house it and have their own app so that you can run your games through it like anything else. So most of the games that you're running, like Eric, for like a lot of the games that you're running on your Xboxes and PlayStation 5s, they're available on Steam, but they're available in the PC version. So if you didn't want to buy a Xbox or a PS5, a lot of those games are available on PC. And what you can do once you buy them on PC, you load them on your PC, which is going to always give you higher fidelity, higher frame rates, higher everything. For the most part, if it's a gaming PC, let's put it like if it's a gaming PC, you can still take a lot of those games you're gonna be able to port over to your Steam Deck and take those on the go with you. So you can play. You can, if you're logged into your Steam Cloud or you're using your account or whatever, you can play them. And a lot of times they keep up your scores and everything like that. The only thing is if you want to play stuff like Call of Duty or whatever, a lot of people are porting Windows 11, which I have a big announcement about Windows 11. I don't know if you guys saw it. Windows 11 is going back to the realm of Windows 7 and Windows 8, where they're making a portable handheld. They're coming out with a portable handheld version of Windows 11 for handheld gaming devices. There are so many gaming devices coming out right now that are so powerful, and that you'll be able to put that software on those handhelds and be able to run Windows 11 natively. So you'll be able to run all of your stuff from your Steam account, which will load like a regular PC, and you're able to play a lot of your regular accounts from BattleNet and all the other stuff on there also. So it's a handheld PC that allows you to play a lot of the games.
That
And if
explanation took way longer than mine.
I'm sorry, and if you're into emulation like I am, you can play a lot of taboo things on there. Like I have a Switch Nintendo Switch library on my Steam Deck that includes about 40 games, and then I have I switch micro SD cards. I have a 1 terabyte micro SD card that has a 1 terabyte build of Bonacera on it. So I have a lot of stuff on there, and now I'm 3 terabyte complete. So I have the 2 terabyte NVMe and I have a 1 terabyte micro SD. I'm done. There you go. Way longer.
Steam Deck is a good bedtime buddy. Very good one. It's a good bath time buddy. So yes, like, trying to see.
I agree. It's my Steam Deck is on my nightstand right now. I can't say anything else.
Where did I'm trying to find a game code to give away. Sorry.
Oh snap! So we're asking about Steam Deck stuff. Eric, so you started some stuff. So there you go. Now we're giving away games.
Wobble wobble whibby. Okay.
What is that right here?
Let's do this game. I don't. Let's just do these. How many?
No,
people
it
are in
doesn't
the
Steam
chat?
the games. He asked, does the Steam Deck Steam the games?
It does. It makes their clothing very nice and crisp.
Oh, you hear this? You see what Beautiful One says?
What?
He sleeps with it.
Oh, you do or
I
me?
do. I fell asleep.
Because it does sleep next to it. Me. Not like you use it as your hand instead of putting your hand next to you. You just
dude,
put Steam Deck there.
I woke up with my Steam Deck up under me this morning. I did.
I've had like my watch off of me in the bed, but I've yet to find a Steam Deck in the bed with me.
Oh, you meant stream? Yeah. Hey man, if you ever want to check it out, you can play. You can check mine out. I'll let you check it out.
So I got a couple codes here. Let's do a giveaway real quick.
Let's go.
Let's see. We're gonna base it off of the comments that Mike and I get in the live stream here, not on YouTube. So, because Mike and I are also streaming to our own individual channels, so we're gonna do it to the Get Together stream. Okay. So the first question, we're gonna do 4 questions. Each question winner gets whoever gets first. What the hell? Spit the shit out, Dan. Sorry. So if you get the freaking answer, you get the point. You don't get a point. Mike, please just tell them that for every person that gets the question right, they get us.
For every person that gets to get it right, you get a code.
My brain is like melting in real time, everybody. I'm sorry. I told you I was tired.
Okay. Dan's the man. We already know that, right?
But I got some codes here. I got the codes. So the first code and first question is, this is going to be so fun because these are going to be a bit obscure. I'm sorry.
Oh, I like it. Let's go. How freaky can you get? How low can you go?
So this is so crazy.
Come on, man. Spit it out. Let's go.
Well, I don't know if people are going to get this. It's okay. So what was the very first game to ever have voice acting? Go Google it.
Oh, wow. I don't know that. See.
Who's the quickest Googler? The first game to have voice acting.
Ooh, I get it. That's cheap, Dan. Why did you do that?
What?
No, I saw the.
But so there's only
she
one
can't
person
win.
that's got it so far.
She can't win.
I know, and that's why I was like, how are people getting this wrong?
God, come on, everybody. The answer's actually out there now.
Yeah. So the answer is out there, but
Like somebody else type it. Win dang on it.
She can win a Steam code. I don't care. Does she have Steam?
Yes, she actually does have Steam. That's kind
Then
of
she
crazy.
gets it. So whatever. It's her code.
She sucks. She can't give her no codes.
It. It's Dragon's List. She said she sucks. I can't give her no codes. Oh my goodness
Okay, yeah,
gracious.
she can have the code, man.
All right.
Maybe it will help her play her game.
Maybe she'll be like, "Why did you give me this stupid ass game?" But we'll find out.
Well, Goofy was voice acting, so it actually is a topic. Because when I brought it brought up a whole damn
Yeah, it pops
thing
up.
about it.
First game to have voice acting. It talks about the Disney. They used human voices so they could save money. The
Yeah.
Disney animators did their own voices. But yeah, it's out there. We got some more dog. We got.
He said I was
voice
about
acting.
to say something nice about MGK. Hey, look, I'm not dissing you, ma'am. I'm just saying.
You are dissing me.
I'm not. You see
well,
this
so-
right here. I'm not dissing you. You
are
just
dissing me.
somebody else can win the code. I'll buy you a game.
Give it to someone else. Like just choose somebody randomly and give it to Dan.
There. I put it in the private chat for you.
I love the wheel.
He just put it. He just put the code. You put the code in.
For private chat, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you can give that to her.
Okay. Well, he gave it to you anyway. Okay, I got it.
Well, because we got more questions. Calm down.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the next question.
All right. So the next question is, what game featured Baby Looney Tunes characters? I want the full name of the game and what system it was on.
Oh, that's too easy. Oh, that's too easy. Wow. Come on, y'all.
Well, you have to tell me the game and what system it came out on.
Well, I mean, it was a cartoon also, right?
Yes. Well, they made the game.
Off the cartoon.
Yeah.
Come on, people. Come on. I didn't even have to research this one.
It's super easy. Like I said,
Yeah.
I kind of gave you the
See this?
name.
Tell some Mike married up. Yes, I did. No one in their life should ever marry down.
You know what? I think we need a different question because everybody's all over the board. And
Oh, come on,
it's way
guys,
easier.
no.
It's way easier than I kind of
No, it's
told
not
you
Bugs
the
Bunny Dash.
answer.
The answer's in the question.
Yeah. Nobody listened to the question.
The answer is in the question. We have not even practiced this, and I know it.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, I said, what game has Baby Looney Tunes in it? And
Huh? What's Eric's response? He said, I was told to check out Eric. For some reason, his stuff is not popping up on here. Let me see. Where is it at? Oh, Looney Tunes by Game Boy. But that's not it though.
no, I'm saying Baby Looney
Baby,
Tunes.
Baby Looney Tunes. Think about it. It's not the full size Looney Tunes. Baby Looney Tunes. Think about cartoons that we watched in the 80s, early 90s, and Baby Looney Tunes. Say, Dan, okay.
I think somebody finally got it.
Okay, my family got it.
Did he?
Well, it said Sega Genesis. I thought it was on NES first. It was Tiny Toon Adventures, right?
Yeah, it was Tiny Toon Adventures.
Okay,
on
so Frank D
NES.
got it. Frank
Yeah,
D got it.
D got it.
Okay, Frank D.
Frank D.
What's up, Frank D?
All right, Frank D. Shoot me an email. Do I have
Put the
your
email in the
Frank?
chat, Dan, so he can get it.
Do I have? I don't know if I have it here.
Hey, you're welcome, man. Thank you for stopping by, man. We always appreciate it.
Yeah, I tried to give you the answer, but yeah, just shoot me an email and then I'll give you the code. And then I've got this one will be a fun one. So, the game Worms. What was the very first system that the game Worms came out on?
And remember, guys, we're not talking about the worm game that has somebody's name in front of it. He just said the game Worms.
Yeah,
Not-
Worms. WORMS.
Yes, but not the game that includes the name of a person in front of it.
That's right.
We're all gamers, so we know there's multiple games that include worms in it. So
Nokia flip phone.
that was called Snake.
Yeah, but you know, it's funny. That could totally be a real.
That actually was a game. Everybody played it. You know, that was like a best-selling game.
Oh yeah, I've played so many versions of it. The year was 1995. Parasite Eve's right. Parasite Eve. You know the year, so why don't you guess what did it come out on? It's called Worm in the South. What a dork. It is. I'll take PC because it came out on the like Amiga, which is really just it is a PC, but people called Amiga an Amiga. But yeah, we'll let you go with the PC, and so just shoot me an email, and I will get you your code.
Congratulations!
And we have one more code. So let's do one more question.
I'm sorry, I'm a nail biter, guys. So I'm tensed up. I bite my nails when it's tense. It's good stuff to me. Appreciate you, bro.
All right. What was the first playable human female character in a mainstream video game? What is the first playable mainstream female character in a video game?
Is this really a question?
It is. It's actually a damn good question. But and I didn't know it when this game came out because I didn't know the gender of the individual at the time.
Oh, he said Lady Pac-Man.
Lady Pac-Man.
What, Miss Pac-Man?
No. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that is it. I wasn't thinking that though.
I mean, I guess you could kind of be funny because it is called Miss Pac-Man. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the game I was thinking of. Or character.
You're talking about one that's identified as a human female.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's say that human female.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. I did say that in my question though. What was the first game with a female? Human, I did right. Metroid NES. Ralphie got it. Woohoo! Sweet
Yep,
Ralphie.
Metroid.
That's it. Ralphie got it.
Yep. You know, a lot of people don't know that that's a female.
Yeah, that's what I said when I first played Metroid. I didn't know. I didn't know she was a female when I played that game. Not that I care.
The
I think
name
it's actually made the game cooler once I learned that. Actually,
but the name doesn't even give it away.
Yeah, like Samus.
Yeah, it doesn't give it away.
Her last name, Aran.
Yeah, it doesn't give it away. So it's kind of cool. So my family says Miss Pac-Man also.
So, like, I don't know. Like, that's a good answer actually, and I feel like I should have been more careful with the way I clarify.
Well, how about this? How many codes do we have? How about we give out 2 codes for that? Then we give out one.
Yeah. Just shoot me an email. Shoot me an email there. I'll give you a code.
Hey,
we got a couple
shoot
codes.
an email, and we'll do it. So
yeah.
It's endless1 at gmail.com.
Yep.
And you'll get a code. So Miss Pac-Man, which is Eric, when you said it earlier, and then you had.
Well, hey, there's not very many people in the chat. You send me a message. I have a couple codes. They're not super duper crazy games.
Hey, but they're fun. I mean, they're free. You know, you go.
Yeah,
you go
they're free,
hey.
and I appreciate y'all being here.
And for some for some of you guys out there who don't really have big Steam accounts, it's
Hmm.
always good to be able to add a title to your to your Steam library
Yeah, and
without.
if you play it for 5 minutes, you got your money's worth since it was free.
All right, so let's go through one more thing, and then we're
Yep.
going to change over to this last topic here, and then we're gonna get out of here real quick. Hey, so we're talking about consoles, and oh man, I don't have the thing back on. Hold on, there it goes. All right, yeah, auto swap. So, so, um, new stuff. What's going on in the computer gaming realm? So, uh,
Pooter games. I love Pooter games. Sorry.
so
I'm a dork.
like I mentioned before, that Windows, Microsoft
It's
is
making a light. It's a
yes,
Microsoft Light. Windows 11 Light. What should we call it?
yes, yes.
We'll call it the handheld Windows.
Well, actually, they're making two versions. They're coming out with the
Oh.
handheld version, and they're coming down with a. I used to have a version of Windows 10
Oh.
Ghost, but they're coming out with a Windows 11 Ghost version also. That's going to be dope. So it has
Nice.
no bloatware, zero.
No bloat. I like it when there's no bloat, but usually when there's no bloat, it doesn't float. I'm sorry.
So in the PC, so it looks like Nvidia has finally did their first inventory of the numbers on the 4070, and it is abysmal. Reports state that out of all of the releases for this one, this was the first one that they've done, and people that were recording the lines at micro centers and all this other stuff were released for a new GPU, and there were no lines. There was not a single person in line from coast to coast. Like literally, people walked up like 30 minutes before the store opened, and it was like one or two, three people, and
Yeah.
there was nobody in line for 4070.
Yeah, I
So
just don't think. I think that I had a prediction during the pandemic when all these people got into PC gaming that they were going to realize that hardware gets obsolete pretty quickly, but you just spent 2 to 5 grand on a high-end gaming PC. You don't need to upgrade it every year, man. Like,
yeah, you don't.
but people like thought that that's what you do, and then they saw the price of stuff, and I
Well, you
think,
want me to tell you what happened is that you had a lot of console people get into gaming PC.
yeah,
So, and you're used to buying a console every time a console drops. So,
yep,
if the new Xbox or the new PlayStation drops, you get a new console.
yeah,
So, a lot of people don't understand. Yes, there are new GPUs. Yes, there are new CPUs. Yes, there are new motherboards that drop every year. But that doesn't mean that you have to buy. You have to upgrade every year. It just means for those people that have not upgraded in the last 4 or 5 years, it's time for them to upgrade.
yeah.
So you have to look at it just like as a console sometimes to say that hey, this thing is gonna have to stay with me for a certain number of years. So yeah.
So I don't know if the OS will be for just handheld devices or like PCs. I think that's what the question you were asking.
Oh, it's gonna be just for handheld. So they're
So maybe you
developing.
need a SoC type of chipset or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be specific for handhelds. And what it is that you got to remember you have multiple developers making handhelds right now, and now
Hmm.
that you got I know ROG actually stepping into the game.
The
That
Ally, or whatever you call it.
yeah, with the Alley is that they have a major developer producing a handheld outside of all the boutique handhelds out there.
Yep.
Even the Steam Deck is considered a boutique handheld. Um, this is going to be a mainstream handheld from a developer that can just put it on the shelf. It's going to be different from anything else you've ever seen.
Hmm.
So with that, they're going to develop, a new system that is going to allow you to. The only thing I don't know what it's going to do is if it's going to do dual boot, and I don't know how it's going to work with Linux. So a lot of people are trying to figure out if it's going to be more of a wine based like type system where you
Mm.
can run Linux, Linux software
Yeah.
via Windows or Windows via
Maybe
Linux,
they'll
or
just do all Windows based stuff, and they won't even bother with Linux.
well, I would hope because like you said, you're using wine based software in your Linux to run these games anyway. You know, and that's why a lot of people wonder why some games never make it to PC, and why developers have to go back to do this stuff because they don't want to take the time to actually code that version or that part of the game in to be able to be transcoded between PC and Linux. You know, it's not hard, but it is
They
it
just don't want
is
to do it. It takes time. Everything
it
takes
takes time.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes time. So I mean, and a lot of the software that's out there does it automatically when you're just talking about software, hardware. Like if you're just doing, if you're doing apps or you're doing a piece of software that runs on one system, or like you want to take it from Mac or you want to take it to PC or PC to Mac or Linux or wherever, you know, it's easier to do that because once you code it, it's running itself like a shell,
Mm-hmm.
so it's acting inside of that bubble. But games are different because they're active and they're complete. They're always calculating, always moving,
Yeah.
always doing
So
this
what
stuff.
you're
So.
talking about made me initiate a question to Zen Pinball
Okay.
based off of what Mike D was saying. He said that like, oh, the PC version from Steam seemed to be sucking. And that was making me think like, why would that be? Why would the Epic Game Store PC installer be any different than the Steam installer from a Windows standpoint? But then it had me thinking like, well, maybe one of them's a Linux-based installer actually, and that could be the big difference that causes it to be like, because Andy McDandy even said on Twitter, he's like, hey, if you're going to run the new Pinball FX, use this version of Proton. So, you know, like it's people already know that it was giving them issues, and that a different version of Proton will help you. So,
Okay, yeah, I saw that. So have you upgraded your Proton yet?
oh, well, I keep it updated all the time. I go and find them all the time, and I update them. Do I use them all? No, but if I find a game that doesn't work, I'll try them all. I've only found one or two games that I couldn't find some version of Proton to make it run in some way or form.
Okay,
Sometimes I can get the game to run, but then the controls don't work. But
I got you.
you don't see what's on deck videos about those, because the content would be, oh, this doesn't work, bye. That's a hey, what is that? That's not even a 30-second video. So
Yeah, have you seen some people are making these SOs with custom control mapping and stuff inside of them that you can just download now. So it's kind of cool.
oh, that
They're
is
not even they're not even inside of the drop down or whatever it is anymore.
nice.
They're like the people are making them. You can get them and you download them, and they kind of run in the background like a script.
Okay.
And it's kind of neat. I'm kind of scared. I haven't done it yet. I'm kind of scared to do it because I'm not because
Yeah,
I
if you
don't.
have your credit card on there, I'd be careful. It could fish for that data and pull
Yeah,
it,
that's what I'm saying.
depending on if there's
Plus,
malware built into it. But you
well,
should
my
always
thing
be
is that
careful with downloading any software onto any device that you're not
yeah,
sure of. Do some research first.
yeah, I
Just a
don't want to run it
disclaimer.
as a script because I like you just said is that if once you run it as a script, I don't know how many of you guys actually run script software. Like it's hard to locate every single branch of that
And you have to
install.
have it exactly right, or else it fails too.
Yeah, so
But
I know they're doing it. I know some people are swearing by it when it comes to like to compatibility with some games or like switching over controls or making things run better. They're not doing anything to make it more playable. It's just like a lot of control based stuff. But
that's
I
cool.
think that the community has submitted so much stuff inside of EmuDeck and some of the other places where you don't have to do that. So I'm gonna lean back on that. I hate that I even mentioned it now. Please don't go out and look for a script. And then you come back and talk about some Mike told me to go look for a script and now my Steam Deck don't work. I'm
Hey,
not
if you
endorsing
brick it, just turn it off and turn it back on again.
it. So, but hey guys, Dan, you got anything else, man? You got
No,
anything
that
else
was.
you want to
I
do?
was just gonna say we could wrap it up. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm getting
Oh,
hungry.
you can see it on his face. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. So if you guys didn't know, I got on this UGA football shirt. So
Yep.
I'm a coach. I coach football. So I had to run away from football practice to come over here to do the show. And it's a guy that came out today. He brought his daughter and son and to our flag football program. We run NFL flag. And when I tell you, I had to go introduce myself to all the parents because I'm the vice president of our nonprofit. And dude, he could be your brother.
That's funny.
No, and it's not crazy because I'm not being racist. Like everybody don't look alike.
Does
I'm
he
like,
look
but
like Seth Rogen? Because
yeah, no, dude,
because
you guys,
everybody says I look like Seth Rogen.
but you
Then
guys
they're
really
all
favorite.
racist. Then,
You guys really favorite. Except for like what you have on. And it was funny because he had on the hat and
dude,
it was like
I
I
don't
was.
know if you know this, but everybody that has like red facial hair and dark colored hair on their head, we all have the same genetic mutation. So we probably are all related in some form or
Oh,
another.
yes, but yeah, this guy, I was like, man, I was like, did Dan just show up at my practice? Because I couldn't see him up close for a while, and I was getting up close. I was like, did this dude just travel to Atlanta and show up to my practice, man? Like I'm scared of you now. Like that's
No,
real
I didn't do that.
some real sniper shit there. Some spy stuff there. I was like, okay.
Girly gamer.
But
That's
hey,
okay. We're
guys,
glad that you just popped in, anyways.
thank you.
Yeah,
Hey,
we were
hey, how
just-
you doing? We hate I hate
Yeah,
this
I think.
your lady.
Yeah, it's always nice to have people come in and catch the live show that don't usually get to pop in.
Hey.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with all these new handhelds coming out and stuff. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm excited about the Windows 11 stuff and like Windows Lite versions because it's one of the reasons I haven't bothered to put it on the Steam Deck. So because it's kind of cumbersome. It's not, the deck is not optimized for Windows. So
yeah, well, it's not in, but man, like I said, I don't know. I just hope that they will work with, because what's happening is you had a lot of these systems being built, and they're Windows-based systems, but they were built to be dual booted so that you could put the Steam OS on it also. Yeah. Because a lot of people who run these Windows-based systems want to run Steam OS, and it's funny because all the people that run Steam OS want to run Windows. So even though I know that Valve detests Windows and they really don't like to deal with Microsoft and all of the tension they had back in the day with their game and stuff, I hope that with the market the way it is, I hope that they can kind of work it out business wise and be able to develop something.
Well, yeah, I would like to see an Xbox integrated Game Pass. I mean, there kind of already is. If you have Windows. Otherwise, you still kind of gotta finagle with
it. I did the side load thing with the Game Pass for the online stuff, and it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
But you have to play everything from the cloud, and the games you want to play aren't always.
You pretty much have to be right next. Like you have to have good Wi-Fi to build.
Yeah, or plugged into your dock or something. Exactly. It's not really worth it. But
well, hey, I appreciate the show today. I thought we had a lot of fun conversations. We talked about fun tool stuff.
So hey, we love you guys. Thank you guys. What we always say, man, we know you can be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with us, man. So we want to say we thank you and we love you and thank you for stopping by always. No matter, like you said, Girl Gamer, I know you just came in. We glad you love your Steam Deck. We love ours also. We love ours, man. I hope you get a chance to check out my video when it comes out about the Steam Deck. So
Girly Gamer, that's where Reese's from too.
Yeah.
Cool.
So cool. So love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. And hopefully we'll see you next week. God willing, we'll see you guys next week. And man, keep on gaming.
Night, all. Peace.
Keep on gaming. Hold on. Let's get out of here. We ain't did it right in a while. Let's get out of here like this.
I'm gonna float away. Watch.
By the way, we love you guys. Peace.